Hello Cancer, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Cancer for the middle of November. Now Cancer, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now Cancer, I do not offer personal readings, so if you get a DM from somebody, that is not me, that is someone impersonating me. Please do keep that in mind. I also do daily content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. But with all of that said, let's go ahead and get into this reading. Now, if this message resonates, please do consider hitting that like button so other people can see the video. Subscribe for future updates and drop a comment to let me know what you think. All right, let's see what we have here for you. I like to do a Celtic cross spread for these middle of the month readings, if you were curious of what this spread is called. So let's go ahead and make sure everything's in view, and then we'll get right into it. All right, I think that looks good enough to me. And we'll go ahead and take 3 cards to clarify as we go along. All right, energy on the bottom. You have the Justice card. So this is a card of, this is like, you can consider the Justice card as the karmic scales that balance out or tip in one direction or another. They can tip in your favor or they can tip in the other way. Now by default, this is saying that the karmic scales are tipping in your favor. It means that the karma you have up to this point, the choices you've made up to this point, are rewarding you in the present. And with that, it also says that you will get the outcome you truly deserve. And so if you have acted with integrity, it's an incredibly positive card, indicating that there's something good balancing out, working out for you, good things happening. On the other hand, if you know that you've done something wrong, or you messed up, things happen, right? We're human. It can just say that there's something going on there as well. It's hard for me to say. I do want to sort of point out that you have the 2 most sort of karmic cards in the tarot here, with the Justice card and the Judgment card. Okay, so this is a heavy energy. I'm going to tell you this right now. I can feel this. It's a heavy energy on the board here. And ultimately, this could be a time of revelation for you. This could be a time of deep insights, going into the hidden part of yourself, the repressed pieces of your subconscious that may be coming forward. I almost get the sense that maybe something in your work life is a little chaotic at this point. I do feel like there's maybe a challenging person that you're dealing with. I'll get into that more as we go along. That's my initial read. We'll see what happens as we continue reading here. So right away, in your current situation, you have the 3 of Pentacles. So this is a really nice card. It indicates teamwork, okay, or teammates, the people that you work with, the people in your environment, the groups that you're a part of, and the people associated with them. But along with that, it's somebody who is within that group doing quality work. You can see the anvil, you can see the mallet, you can see how they're holding up their latest creation. Their other 2 are hanging up on the ceiling above them, and they're getting rewarded, they're getting recognized for that work that they're doing. And for me, what I feel like is going on here, because you have challenge here with the 5 of Swords, the 5 of Pentacles, and the 3 of Swords, and 2 cards of karma here, I get the sense that someone's trying to win at all costs within this group situation, okay? And I even feel that way because in the problem position, you have a card that would be associated with a person, which is the King of Cups here, okay? So this problem position is the King of Cups. This is somebody who in their shadow, in their problem aspect, can be manipulative, especially emotionally manipulative. This is someone who may instill trust between you and them and then disappoint you in some ways. And so you could be dealing with somebody who likes to control a scenario emotionally. As you see, they're sitting in water, sitting in emotions, right? And that's kind of you could call them like an emotional power broker, if you will, in this case. Not to be dramatic or anything here, but this could certainly be coming up in work. This could also be coming up in a relationship situation where that's what this person is for you. Like, it's almost like you need to get out in some ways. In the past, you have this Five of Swords. This is a conflict. This is a defeat that you are going through right now. You've had a challenge here in the past. You may have even lost something, okay? There could have been someone who won out over you. As you can see, you are represented here in the background, waving your flag. What's really important, though, with this Five of Swords is that this person is down, but they're not out, okay? And this is a totally recoverable loss. It's a recoverable challenge. It's not the Ten of Swords, which is signifying finality. Sorry, I was having a hard time with that. This, on the other hand, is something that you can recover from. And the other thing with this Five of Swords is it can be symbolism for somebody who is trying to win at all costs. That's what I kind of feel like some of you are going through at this moment, where you have either a relationship or a person in your circle, probably a work circle, maybe an academic circle, like maybe one of your peers, a peer who is trying to win at all costs. And they're using emotions to manipulate the situation. In the future, you have the Three of Swords. So I don't love to read the Three of Swords ever, but in this case, I actually kind of like it. And here's why. There's going to be a separation from this challenging person, okay? And ultimately, if this storyline is for you, if this is resonating, that's going to be a good thing, okay? Because yes, it may be painful. It may be heartbreaking. It may come with emotional turmoil, which can all be indicated here with this Three of Swords. But you have to take that first step when you're trapped in a situation like that. And I never like to see any of my viewers in that situation. Of course, you have to make your own choices, and I can't tell you what to do. But what I see you doing is deciding to sever that tie to that person who I feel like is maybe challenging you right now. This could, like I said, could be in any area: friend, family member, relationship, colleague, peer. It's a peer. It's someone around you is what I feel like is going on. On your current thoughts in your conscious awareness, you have the Two of Wands, somebody who has to decide between two choices, make a decision here. They're at a fork in the road and they're deciding which path is best for them. And so with that, this Two of Wands can indicate research, planning, discovery, deciding on which, like I said, doing the research, gathering the facts before they move. The Two of Wands can also say that if you put in the work now, you will set yourself up for the Three of Wands, which is growth and taking something to the next level, success, taking something, making it better. And so I feel like you are planting the seeds right now. I feel like this is on your mind. You know exactly where to go from here. Or at least you know that you're at a point where you need to decide where to go. And in the lower row here, the subconscious, it could mean if it's work related that you can't just up and leave because this is your, your financial livelihood. And that's certainly a very challenging situation to be in with this Five of Pentacles. You're maybe talking to yourself a little bit too negatively around money. I always say that when I get the Five of Pentacles in the subconscious. But I think it's natural if you're in that situation where you feel trapped, where it's like your job's not going well, it's toxic, but you need it. In that case, what I always recommend, especially when you have a Two of Wands, is to don't leave your job yet, but dust off that resume, get that, fire that resume off to as many places as you can and test the waters a little bit, which I see you doing here, which I'll talk about as we go along. So the good news is I do feel like you have karma on your side. You have good karma on your side. So moving forward here in your current influence, the way that you are influencing the situation, you act with authority, Cancer. Okay, you are large and in charge here. This is big boss energy. Okay, you have the acumen, the skills, everything you need to be a major success anywhere, not just where you are now, but also where you're going. This is a very good omen to get. It's a very good sign to get in any sort of career, business, financial situation, because this person has a crown, right? They have nice clothing. They are the energy of success. They are the energy of authority. And I see you making authoritative moves here with your life, with your career, and you're not going to let whatever's going on here that I've been thinking about or I've been picking up on get in the way. So in your external influence, you're testing the waters. That's what this person is doing. You can see that they've taken their stuff with you and they're going to new places, going to new shorelines, swimming in new waters. And with that, it's like going through a dark passage through the night, and you can say that it's like someone who's going through a rite of passage, okay? And along with that, it's like you are going through, potentially this is, I have to say, there's been a theme. You're one of the last readings I'm doing for this mid-month. There's this theme of a dark night of the soul going on here. November's it's the start of eclipse season. There's like a lot of things going on here. We have Venus retrograde coming in. We have like a lot of things coming in. And I just get the sense that some of you are maybe going through that dark night right now of the soul. You may even want to Google that. It's like a whole thing. You can, I feel that I've gone through it personally in my life, but you can read about it if you're interested. And it often comes in when you're doing career changes and you're making career moves, or when you're dealing with changes in relationships. And so some of you are maybe doing that in your hopes and fears. Like you're hopeful here and you're ready to walk away from what is no longer serving you. Okay, you're ready to leave the empty, spilled, broken cups of the past be a thing of the past. And instead what you're doing is you're looking towards the horizon at night, once again, similar to this Six of Swords, this theme here of working through some sort of dark situation. And you're looking towards the horizon and you're saying, like, what can I do to get to the Nine of Cups, which is the next card, and it's a fulfillment of a wish. So for you, it's taking an empowered step forward and deciding that that's what you're ready to do. I think for you, you want to make sure you get all of your ducks in a row before you do this, because you have the Two of Wands, which is research planning, making sure you need to do that. And also there could be a financial component in here where it's like it's not time to leave yet, and that's a totally rational sort of way to look at a situation. So now this totally interesting, extremely spiritual reading and interesting outcome here is this Judgment card, which can be a rebirth. It can be an awakening, an inner calling, because this is like the judgment coming down from the universe, saying the choices you've made up to this point are being rendered out in real time. It's the biggest card of karma, and you have the second biggest card of karma here with Justice. So I do get the sense that justice is on your side, that karma is on your side. The thing about this Judgment card is it does say, it's a positive card. It's interesting because it can indicate logic and reason. And I get the sense that some of you are tapping into that masculine sort of logical side at this point. Like as you make, especially when you have the Emperor here, which is the father archetype, you have planning, which is a logical thing. And I feel like some of you are doing that right now. And along with that, you know, you're in a period of self-evaluation, looking at yourself and asking yourself what you can do to get to the next level and get yourself in a position where you are moving away from the challenge and the toxicity. Remember, we all have the divine feminine and the divine masculine within us. I feel like for you, you're tapping into the divine masculine at this time to help yourself out. And that's what I'm really feeling strongly about. You have here, to clarify this reading, you have the Lovers. This is an important choice to make, okay? This can be an important choice in love or an important choice in life. And that's what I've been reading throughout this entire message about some big choice. Two of Wands can indicate a choice between two options. That is certainly the case as well with the Lovers, which is Gemini energy. Gemini is the sign of duality. And, you know, there are two people here, two dolphins. You're deciding between two different things. You also here have this Eight of Pentacles, which is somebody who's incredibly talented. Okay, this is this person, whether they realize it or not, is a divine channel. for creation, because if you've ever done any creative work, you know that you're channeling a higher power to bring something into existence. And that's what this person is doing. That's what you're doing here. This is also good movement forward, things progressing in your career and your work life. I do see you being able to get a new job. If you're in a situation that you feel like you're ready to get out of, I get the sense that if you just dust off that resume, you put in some more applications, that something could come in. Again, not telling you to leave before any of that happens. I feel like you're making a logical choice here, a rational choice. You have the Nine of Swords, clearly something keeping you up late at night. Okay, it's work related. Let's see what else we have here. Let's pull some additional cards to see what wants to come forward. All right. All right, let's see what we have here. Be assertive. Yeah, look, if you're not happy where you are, time to potentially make a move here. For some of you, I see that. Wow, can't make this up. Choose a new direction and wait. This is exactly what I was saying. You know, I was saying like you are potentially breaking out. You are potentially moving somewhere new, but you are choosing a new direction. But at the same time, you're not rushing. You're striking when the iron's hot here. And I love that for this reading. Let's see what else we have here. But look, be assertive with yourself, you know, and if someone is, you know, emotionally controlling a situation, it is totally within your right and your ability to do what you need to do to get out of that situation. So let's see what else we have here. Okay, you have toil and labor, distant horizons, gift, thoughts, bad health, yeah, and coffin, yeah. Look, the health of a situation here. Okay, I am not forecasting like physical ailments or illness or anything here. I am forecasting a situation that you are in that is just straight up toxic Cancer. Like it is not working. And ultimately with Coffin and the Three of Swords in the future position here, you're ending it. Okay, you're severing that, you're leaving, you're deciding to go, you're not staying there anymore. And I don't think that's a bad thing. You have something here on your mind. Your thoughts are becoming work. Your thoughts are becoming a burden here with toil and labor and thoughts. Distant horizons and gift. Like distant horizons is good times ahead, that's a very good combination with distant horizons and gifts. That's like 3 months or so in the future, maybe between now and January, something like this happening and progressing around the situation. Ultimately, you have a gift to share with the world here with the Eight of Pentacles and the Six of Swords, and for you, it's all about walking away to find this gift. You even have this false person here. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already. Check out my website, zanintuitive.com. Always grateful to the people donating down below. Thank you so much for your support. I'll see you in the next one.